2001 changed the world as we know it, with the events of 9/11. Research has shown that sports was a saving grace for this nation as it coped with the attack on America. Whether the athletics events were national or local, America wanted to cheer on its team. Patrick O'Neill and our Spartan football team gave us much to cheer about and be proud of in 2001. It was a personal watershed year for Patrick because it is where he turned heads with his dominant defensive play and received multiple offers to play college ball. Equally important, he cemented his lifelong friendships with his teammates. Considered one of the top defensive players, Patrick received many accolades for his tenacious play on the county, area, parochial, and state level. The highlight of his season was being named the Star Ledger's Co-Defensive Player of the Year. But for Patrick and so many of the players, the support and involvement of family just made the achievements even sweeter. The awards were just not about him and his teammates, but about the parents who drove back and forth to practice, cheered in the stand, and volunteered for all of the fundraising activities. At URI, Patrick was a 4-year letterman and 3-year starter. He served as co-captain his senior year and led the team in tackles for loss. He was named Outstanding Defensive Lineman that year. But the desire to play competitive football still burned in Patrick's heart. For 1 year, he played for the Bergen as a 2UA starter. He finished up his professional career leading his team in sacks and tackles for loss.
Presenting to Patrick, it's Joe Collalillo. Joe, please come up. I would like to thank all the sponsors, all the people that took ads in the program book, and Joe and Joanna Mike Liskovitz were major sponsors of this affair, and we owe them a debt of gratitude.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you very much, Coach. The night has started off very interesting. Good friend, Dom Consiglio here, started off by wearing my high school jersey. And I was flattered, but I also find it very disturbing. So I said to myself, how did he come across that? And I know how he did, but he did a lot to get it through there. So thank you, Hammer, but that was quite a touch. But I just want to congratulate everyone else, obviously, and the committee for voting me in. Bunch of great people here, and obviously all the work that into this, I don't even know where to begin, but everything that they did, much appreciated. A lot of people really to thank, starting most important with my family and my older sister. Great influences me coming here, my mom and dad with the foundation that they laid for us at home, the example, the idea of work ethic, setting goals, really achievements, and taking yourself to be a better person. So I can't thank them enough and what they did for their sacrifices for us, my brothers and sisters. Also too, this school is special. It gave me a whole lot that I'd truly never be able to repay or really pay back. I met my high school sweetheart, as Brian did here, Erin, and she was a star basketball and track star. So I'm second fiddle here, and I was very blessed to do that and have 2 beautiful kids with her, and I'm very happy to have her in my life, and she's been that rock for me. So that first and foremost is huge. And then obviously the coaches. Start with this guy right here. He had that, he was not kidding. I was in that office a lot. Man, oh man. I like to think it was 60%, athletics, 40% disciplinary. He might remember it a totally different way. Life's a compromise. We'll call it 50-50, but we had some intense conversations, some conversations that I want to keep private, I would never repeat, but man, they had to be had. And I respect him and how he handled it, and they weren't always pretty, but hey man, that's life, you got to roll with it and own it. So thank you, Coach, and obviously all the other coaches, a huge amount of coach that went into helping me, from Coach Gams, Coach Cervidio, Coach Kiernan, Coach Belvin, Coach Sutton, Coach Hayes, Coach Joetta, Coach Dugan, Coach, through the years, and it's just you're such a small piece to what these people are teaching you throughout. And then the players. Got to start with the upperclassmen who paid the way and threw the rope over to me, guys like Jay Reitzman, Brian Pulowski, Matt Rucke. The underclassmen, we had a special year. Guys like Matt Hayden, Gordy Samus, guys that were huge contributors to the team. And then a special class we had. I mean, all of them are here, and I can't thank them enough for the support. Jeff Dolan, Adam Clicchio, Dom Consiglio, Joe Puro, James Smith, Mike Pizzone, Chris Sorelli. This is, here I just feel like I'm a smaller piece to this big puzzle. And I can't thank, obviously, everyone enough. So just in closing, thank you, everyone, for attending, people who traveled long ways. Karen, Joe, my sister, my brother, Tony, the legend, Scrocca, Wayne, the Diesel DeMarco, and thank you very much. And just one quick shout out, Joseph Piro, class of '02, it's his birthday today. He decided to celebrate with me. Happy birthday, JT.